Orange County Registered Digital.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to OCVarsity.com. I'm Steve Fryer here with Dan Albano and Carlos Arias, and we're at Corona Del Mar High School. We'll have a special segment on the Sea Kings in a little bit here at OCVarsity.com. The Sea Kings going for a third consecutive Southern Division championship. Speaking of the Southern Division, Carlos Arias, you've got sort of a lowdown of what's going on in the Southern Division, the big games. Give us an overview of the big games, what's going on in that division.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm really excited about this week because there's a lot of really good, fun first-round matchups. You got Corona Del Mar, they're going to wipe out Loera. Garden Grove's going to wipe out Orange. But there's some really good matchups with Woodbridge taking on Santa Ana Valley. Now, you got the Pacific Coast League, considered the toughest league in that division. Santa Ana Valley, a league champion. Let's see what goes down. You got Calvary Chapel taking on Irvine. Very explosive Calvary Chapel team. Irvine's another Pacific Coast League team. Can the Pacific Coast League be stopped? I don't know. And then you also have Catella versus Costa Mesa. And this is my favorite game of the week. You got TJ Ashmead going up against Oronde Crenshaw. This is going to be like 500 yards, each, and 40 points each. It's going to be out of control. I love that game.
Yeah, there's some killer matchups in that Southern Division. Dan Albano, Southwest Division's got some great first-round matchups too, huh? The Parks are playing each other.
Yeah, that's the. Speaking of which, Buena Park against hosts Ville Park. That's the best game in the division, in my opinion. I'm going to be there. And for me, I mean, like I've been saying, I've been on the Trinity League bandwagon, going to Trinity League games every single Friday night. And I look at the Southwest Division bracket. It's more exciting to me. I think it's more competitive and a better draw for me than the Pac-5. Buena Park I think they earned some respect the way they played so tough against La Habra. They should have some confidence. And then they're playing, a more seasoned team, in the playoff experience in Ville Park, who's, coming off. I saw them last week. They're very similar. Ville Park and La Habra are very similar opponent because they got the size. They, Dylan Osborne is throwing the ball real well like La Habra does. So it's going to be a really good game. There's two other games I like. Los Alamitos Foothill I think is a gem of a game, and Huntington Beach going up to Yorba Linda. Now let's start a little bit with Foothill. I know you wrote a little column, Fryer, that maybe I should feel sorry for the Knights because they got a tough draw. And I don't feel sorry for the Knights. Maybe I feel like the Grinch of OCVarsity because, they lost their last game against Esperanza Week 10. They get a tough draw in Los Al. Correct. When you lose in Week 10, you're a league champion and you get a tough draw. I don't feel sorry for you. That's going to be a tough game. And then, I like the momentum Huntington Beach is going to bring over to Yorba Linda because they're coming off this big victory against, Newport Harbor. And I don't know when the last time Yorba Linda has really been tested. So, and, their strength of schedule is not that impressive at Yorba Linda. I know they're playing the teams they're going to play next year in the Century League. So I think that's going to be a dandy. So those are my three games.
We've got three Orange County Trinity League teams. They're all going on the road. Orange Lutheran's got to play Long Beach Poly. Got Servite going out to play Westlake out in the San Fernando Valley and also going with them. And I don't think they're going to share the same bus as Mater Dei's going out to play Oaks Christian of Westlake Village. So those are some pretty tough games for those guys. And since I've got you guys here, and I like to put people on the spot. I put myself on the spot all the time. Your championship in the Southern Division, my friend.
Okay, it's going to be Corona Del Mar and Garden Grove. Yes. There could be, maybe some tests along the way, but Corona Del Mar and Garden Grove are by far the best teams in there. And then I'm taking Corona Del Mar, and I say they're going on to the state championship game.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's a good call. Dan, Southwest Division, which to me is like a ridiculously difficult division to pick, man. There are a handful of teams that you could say, I think they can win it all.
I know, but I think it sets up, it's going to be the best CIF final of the season. Yeah. It's going to be the throwdown between the two passionate fan bases. You're going to have La Habra Highlanders on December 7th. It's at 2 o'clock at Angel Stadium. Yeah. La Habra Nation taking on Edison. Yeah. And I think La Habra is going to win it, but it's going to be a great game because, both those teams are postseason proven. They know how to, get it down, in the postseason.
Yeah, and my pick in the Pac-5 division is St. John Bosco, which I think is the best team in the state. De La Salle, up north, they can rightfully make that claim as well. But I kind of like Mission Viejo and St. John Bosco in the final. Mission Viejo in that tough second bottom half of that bracket, fellas, and it could be a fun little second round game if it all works out. Mission Viejo and Modern Day at the Santa Ana Bowl, man, that should be a lot of fireworks there. A lot of action going on, a lot of fireworks here as we get ready for the playoffs. John Khamis, our expert producer and director behind the camera there, he's getting ready for the playoffs. So are we here at OCVarsity.com, but we've got you covered.
Orange County Register. We are here in the service of Orange County.